Welcome to this CentOS instructional video on how to automatically deploy CentOS Linux using your mobile device. This video assumes that you already have a user account at CentOS. If you do not already have a user account, you may want to view the instructional video titled How to Create a New User Account at CentOS from your mobile device. This video is available from the CentOS knowledge base under the category of instructional videos. You can get to the knowledge base from the CentOS app using the sidebar menu button. Please note that during this video I will be using a mouse pointer to indicate which buttons to press on your mobile device and when to press them. The first step will be to download and install the CentOS app from either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, depending upon what type of mobile device you have. In the App Store, search for CentOS, that's S-I-T-E space O-X, and once you've found the CentOS app, download and install it. Then open the app and you will see a screen that looks similar to this. You'll see several buttons that allow you to order new services, manage services, manage your account, or contact us. And in the upper right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a button labeled Account. If you press this button, you'll see a pull-down menu, and in that menu, press Login. The login screen will be displayed where you will enter your email address and password associated with your CentOS user account. I have a demo user account set up for the purpose of this video, so I will enter video at centos.com and then the password associated with that. You would of course enter your own email address and password and then press the login button. The account home screen will be displayed where you can view several different types of information, including the number of active services that you have, any invoices that are due, and the number of open tickets you may have. Since this demo user account is a new account, there will not be any active services, invoices due, or open tickets. To automatically deploy a CentOS Linux VM, press the sidebar menu button and select Services. And then from there, select Order New Services. And a screen will be displayed showing the list of products and services available at CentOS. From this list, press the button labeled CentOS VMs. A screen will be displayed with a couple of options for ordering CentOS VMs. The first option is for ordering one-time short-term CentOS VMs, and the second option is for ordering monthly reoccurring VMs. The difference between these two options is the one-time short-term option allows you to lease by the day, week, or up to a month at a time, whereas the monthly reoccurring option allows you to lease by the month and then automatically reoccurs each month. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to order a one-time short-term CentOS VM, so I will press the Order Now button associated with that option. This will display the product configuration screen, which shows the configurable options for the CentOS Linux VM. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see all of the options that we can configure. And the first option allows you to configure the amount of time you want to lease the VM. And from the pull-down list, you can select the number of days, weeks, or up to a month to lease the VM. I will choose 1 day, and the next option is the operating system, and from the pull down you can select either CentOS 64-bit or CentOS 32-bit, and I'll use the default value of CentOS 64-bit. Then you can pick the number of processors that you want, you can pick the amount of memory that you want, and the amount of storage that you want. Once you've finished selecting the options, then you can press the Add to Cart button to add this order to your shopping cart. This will display the order summary screen where it will show your new order and the options that you selected. You can verify that your order is correct and then, if necessary, edit or even remove the item if you need to. From this screen you can continue shopping by pressing this button, and that will allow you to add additional products and services to your shopping cart before you check out. For the purpose of this video, I will press the checkout button to continue with the order for this one single item in the shopping cart. And then this will display the checkout screen where you can finalize your order. This screen will show you all of the items that you are ordering, and since we only had one item, we only see one item. Then it also shows you the details associated with the user placing the order, and it shows you the payment methods associated with that user. Had there been more than one payment method, you would have been able to choose which payment method you wanted to use. And then you can enter any additional notes or information or instructions for your VM. Then you'll need to press the checkbox next to the statement that says I have read and agree to the terms of service. And after that you can press the complete order button to finalize your order and begin the build out process of your newly ordered CentOS Linux VM. This will display the order confirmation screen. Your order number is displayed on the screen here. Now from this screen you can view the new service you just ordered by pressing the My Services button, or you can press the sidebar menu button, select Services, and select My Services. This will display a screen showing your products and services that you have ordered at CentOS. Since the demo user account was a new account, it will only have the one service we just ordered, the CentOS VM. We can see that that VM is in a pending state, which means that it is in the process of being built out. It takes about 15 minutes to create and configure the new VM, so I will pause the video while that takes place, and I will resume the video once the build out is complete. I'm resuming the video now. The CentOS Linux build out is complete, and the server is now active and ready for user access. However, we still see this screen showing the CentOS VM as pending. So I'll refresh the screen by going to the sidebar menu button, selecting Services, and pressing My Services. This will refresh the screen, and the CentOS VM now shows that it is in an active state. So the next question is, how do I access this new CentOS VM that was just built? How do I connect to it? Well, during the build-out process of the VM, you would have been sent an email to inform you that a support ticket was created containing your connection information. The email contains a direct link to a support ticket so that you can check your mail and click on the link and access the connection information from the support ticket. You could also just directly go to your support tickets by pressing the sidebar menu button, selecting Support and Tickets, and you see that there is a single support ticket there. But before we look at the connection information, let's first look at the details of the CentOS VM that was just built. So to do that, let's go back to the sidebar menu button and press Services and My Services, and we see our CentOS VM in an active state. So to view the details now, let's press the View Details button. And this displays the details screen, and from the details you can see the host name, and you can see the time that the VM was leased. For this instance it was 1 day. We can see the operating system that was selected, the number of processors, the amount of memory, and the amount of storage that was selected. Now if you scroll down on this screen, you'll also see the expire date and the terminate date. The expire date is the date and time of when the lease will expire on this VM. At this date and time the VM will be suspended but not removed. Everything on the VM will still exist, but it will be inaccessible after the expire date and time. The terminate date is the date and time when the VM will be deleted and removed. The VM will not be recoverable after this date and time. The mobile app will allow you to add time to an active lease by extending the lease, and you can extend or add time up to and until the expired date and time. However, the procedure to extend the VM lease is covered in a different video, so you'll need to look at the list of instructional videos in the knowledge base to view that video. But be aware that in the View Details page there is a function to extend the server lease. So you can go to here to extend that lease, to add time to your existing lease. So up until the expire date and time you can extend the lease. After the expired date but before the terminate date you can renew the lease. So between the expire date and terminate date your VM will be in a suspended state, and you can then renew that lease if you so desire. Again, that procedure to renew a VM is in a different video, so you'll need to see the knowledge base for that video. So now finally the connection information. Let's go back to the sidebar menu button and we'll select support and tickets, and we'll see our list of support tickets. So we see the one single support ticket for our CentOS VM, and we see that it's called the connection information. So I will click on that to view that information. And in the connection information support ticket, you'll see information to use to connect to your VM, such as the host name, and you'll also see a firewall connection port, a randomly generated username, and a randomly generated password. You'll also see an example of an SSH command that you could use to connect to your VM. Now be aware that the only firewall port that will be open to your VM is the SSH port, so you will have to use an SSH tool to connect to your VM. You can use the SSH command as shown in the support ticket, or you can use PuTTY or some other SSH tool. So now then, just to review how we can get to the connection information for connecting to the VM, we can go to the sidebar menu and select support and tickets, and then view our connection information support ticket, or we can go to the sidebar menu button, press services and my services, and then look at the details associated with our VM, and in the details you can look for the connection information link. And that is it on how to automatically deploy a CentOS Linux VM using your mobile device. If you would like additional information on the various products and services provided by CentOS, you can go to centos.com and view the knowledge base. In the knowledge base there are lots and lots of instructional videos that describe how to perform all of the features and functions associated with automated deployment of systems into the cloud. There is also a list of services provided by CentOS in the knowledge base, and there's lots of how-to articles there as well. That is the end of this video. Thank you for listening and watching.